2012年，神韵已成为北美各大戏院的经典盛事。
And we'll perform it in dozens of cities across North America, throughout Europe and Asia Pacific. And in fact, we perform in some of the top venues around the world.
So all eyes are on the Nutcracker, but we know that the next big performance here in the city is Shen Yun.
Posted all over town, so it's hard to miss. It's got a great reputation.
神韵迷不仅自己看秀，也为自己的亲友定位。
And I enjoyed it so very much. I wanted him to see it too.
Actually, my father had seen it last year, and he brought me to see it this year, and I would certainly come back and see it again.
We came the first time, and now we come every year.
在欧美常年看秀的戏迷眼里，神韵是绝无仅有的顶级秀。
I was advised to come by a very, very close friend who's on the board here. And I found it simply magnificent, the choreography, the costumes, the color coordination, the precision of movement, simply superb. It can't be beaten by anything I've ever seen.
We come to the symphony on a regular basis. We've been to operas. We've been fortunate enough to see some things in Europe. And I don't know of anything that I have been so charmed by as this performance.
I've never seen anything like it. It's just joy beyond comprehension. Just truly enjoyable. Thank you so much.
精湛的身法技艺凝聚心血汗水。
They do it so effortlessly, like it's so easy for them. It's a dance for them, but I know how much work goes into it.
And they could be doing multiple things, twirling a napkin, standing on one leg, walking across the stage all together. Amazing.
Where the girl she doesn't even lift her leg. She just boink, it's like up behind her head. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God, all the time, all the energy, all the sacrifices that those people they have to do. It's, no, you understand more and you say, wow, just say, wow.
I feel Chinese classical dance requires the dancer not so much to do movements just to do movements, but to use those movements to express one's inner feeling and emotion.
出神入化的意境，神游久远的生命长河。
Women becoming flowers. I mean, everything is like, oh my gosh, look at that. And you just forget everything and just sort of get engrossed in what's in front of you.
As far as I'm concerned, I was in another world when I sat there and looked into the Tibetan mountains and the lotus flowers. I just was in another world to a point where you could vision myself right there with the dancers. And that's what I really liked. It got me away from the city life to a wonder world.
古老的旋律写照心底憧憬和舞蹈生命。
We've created a special fusion of the world's greatest classical music traditions, Chinese and Western.
And that you could actually experience the kind of feelings that the musicians had at the time that music was first originated. And even though the music may have been written recently, it reached back and touched in a way that you could hear how that same music had been played down through the centuries and played not only in human hearts, but to the dance of life.
天地相连，愿同神韵一起飞翔。
The Monkey King, when he came off the mountain, and yeah, it was interesting to see how he came off screen and then onto the stage.
State-of-the-art backdrops that really extend the stage, and as an audience member, you feel like you're transported to a different time or place in China.
We want to know the secret. We love the way the performers go up into the backdrop.
Wow, the timing, it was so, you just kept being drawn to it. You almost wanted to jump off with them.
遗失的文明重现历史与辉煌。
What I'm fascinated by is the desire to ensure that the history, which is 5,000 years old, continues to be told.
And I have studied Chinese history, and I feel like having seen tonight's show, I still know so little.
I think most people don't know how wonderful the Chinese people are. We're kind of got stuck in the late communist era, and we don't realize how beautiful the people really are.
I've found the message to be that this is Chinese culture. This is what we hold dear, and this is what we want to show to the world, to say that we love you all and that we want you to share this with us. We don't want to keep it to ourselves. We want to absolutely share it with the world.
见证神传文化，开启新的人生时代。
We say that 5,000 years of Chinese civilization was passed down by the heavens, so we see some of these stories and legends on stage.
I feel the divine through the sight, the ears, the eyes, the music, the words of the songs in every part, from the choreography to the costumes, to the smiles and the light on the dancers' faces, the divine.
It just shows this transcultural experience of depth, truth and beauty through virtue.
This teaching here is very much like the ancient teachings of other cultures, like the Maya and 2012 prophecies and some of the other ancient teachings that we're getting to learn about now. It's fabulous that they're all coming together. Magical.
The name Shen Yun is perfect because I feel like I witnessed the dance and beauty of celestial beings.
I don't even know how to pronounce or translate Shen Yun, but I think that it might have something to do with the truth of the universal oneness.
The Savior, I can't remember how it was worded, something as he came down, you know, in the cloud, and how that is such a symbol in many ways, but it can be a specific symbol, for instance, Jesus or no one, or more a representation of higher consciousness, and how interesting it must be for y'all to compare how people see that, how they perceive it.
And it's coming back, the spirituality that the new era is bringing to us. It's already started. And that I'm very happy to see that it's really taking place.
真相沧桑，历历在目，没有了语言的表达，只有眼泪。
I was just so overwhelmed because I wanted to see it for so long. It's just so beautiful to me, and I just got so overwhelmed I just couldn't hold it. My husband was looking at me, but I couldn't help it. I was just so happy.
I cried about 12 times. A real man cries. A real man cries. And Shen Yun will allow you to feel who you are as a person.
It moved me. I cried. But I just kept thinking, again, this is the highest and best of what humans can produce.
看神韵是人生难忘的经历。
We sat down next to two Chinese women, and I figured they were from here because, you know, one woman, the young woman, flew all the way from New Zealand to see the show. She's seen all three performances. The other, the mother, flew all the way from China because she can't see it in China, and we're taking them for dinner. Yeah, we're going now.
我足足等了2个月来看这场演出，然后这个演出给我的美好的回忆啊，可以让我珍藏一辈子。
I really knew very little about why I was coming here, but I certainly know now because my heart goes out to the message that is being given to all of humanity.
It's a must-see. It's an experience of a lifetime.
珍藏与复兴艺术和文明向神韵致敬。
Keeping this way of delivering a message in art should stay alive and shouldn't go anywhere. And any type of funding and any type of awareness is great to keep this kind of culture alive.
As most people know, China has 5,000 years of history. And this heritage is nearly completely destroyed by the communist regime.
I'm really clear that this would not be happening in China, and for them to take that culture and take that history and take what's relevant going on today, bringing it here, actually bringing it to the world, I think it's really important. So I acknowledge everybody in the company for doing that.
2012年神韵演出多场告罄，林肯中心曾一票难求。
The audience seems very appreciative and very enthusiastic, and it seems as though their Lincoln Center run is nearly sold out. So that's always a great sign.
超出期待和想象，等候神韵再来。
I came with exceedingly high expectations, and the show has exceeded them. It's beyond what I ever had imagined. I can't wait for the second half to begin.
I expected that I would like it from everything that I'd read about it, but it was beyond what I expected it to be.
To perform for 2 hours and never skip a beat, that is the most amazing thing you could see.
Want to experience true beauty? Then come and watch Shen Yun performance.
The highest professional level that I've experienced in a long, long time.
This is the most powerful thing I've ever seen. It's the quintessential perfection of the human spirit and talent. Perfection.
It was incredible, and I've never seen anything like it, and it was perfect.
Can you give me tickets for next show? give me the seats on the bottom.